All right, shalom, shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor glory to Yahweh Shai, Bashim Gosh. Belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And say test you, brother, pushing his word with truth, say with charity. All right, I'm kind of ducked off at work right now and through the spirit. Now I wanted to bring this out real quick because a lot of these different camps is gonna have a lot of explaining to do real in a minute, man. All right, you have the crash of the dollar. You have um, um, pestilence on the rise. You have famine looming at your doorstep. You have civil unrest and chaos at the doorstep, but yet they not talking about it. All right, and this is how you know who Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with. Like the scriptures say, Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So if the Lord is dealing with you, guess what you'll be doing? You'll be in prophecy. All right. You'll be occupied in prophecy. You'll be edifying. You'll be building up. It'll be a constant thing. Like the scriptures say, you'll know a tree by its fruit. So you'll know the prophets by their work. Like the scriptures say, rising early, daily, sending them. But what's going to happen when you can't get them an answer? All right. For the MOTB, what's going to happen when you can't get them an answer and your congregation sought you for the answers? All right. Matter of fact, let me get this scripture. All right, very quick. This is 1 Peter 3 and 15. But sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear. All right, so through the Spirit, man, if you got the Lord, man, that means you have to be able to answer these questions that our people have, that they have about what's going on. All right, and you got to answer it correctly, and what you got to answer with the scriptures, man, with the spirit of prophecy, man. And that's why the scriptures say it is sealed. We cannot, because it is sealed. All right, and that's why you got guys that's giving wayward breakdowns of what the MOTB is, or what who is Esau, and different things of that nature. That's because the Lord ain't dealing with them. They don't have an understanding on it. All right. But when all hell break loose and the things that the prophet's been telling you to come to pass, what's going to happen when your congregation find out you've been lying to them the whole time? What's going to happen? All right. This is Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. Woe means destruction. All right. Woe means destruction. Hold on 1 second, Shalak. Woe means destruction, excuse me. Woe means destruction. So destruction be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith Yahweh. It says, so here it is. The Lord is gonna render your evil unto you. So the same people that you sent off might be, all right, the reason you get put to death. All right, it might be your downfall or a nice, good roughing up. All right, because because uh, because you sent them off. All right, and then a lot of these leaders, man, they didn't continue in the things that they had learned, being assured of whom they learned them from. All right, they changed the doctrine. They didn't build on the doctrine. They changed it. They just said fuck it and changed it. All right. It says, and I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries where I have driven them, and I will bring them again into their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall feed, fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith Yahweh. All right, so why do you see that happening now? So yeah, it's men out here that's lying and teaching you false doctrine, but it's also the men of the Lord that's set up to actually teach you correctly, rightly divine the words, to actually warn you, that's set up as the defense of the gospel, to warn you to stand up like, no, this ain't right. Do this. This ain't right. This is the correct breakdown. Or this is how you supposed to. We can do this. We can do this. We can't do this. Try your best. Return into the Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, we're not putting no burden on you. You know, you know, we all in this shit together. All right, we want to get the fuck out of here, but you got guys who are just um really seeking their own vainglory, man, because that's really what it is. They think, oh, through their power, they then did this and through they did that, but really, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai that increases anything. Like the scripture say, the Lord rule over the just and the unjust. So it don't matter if you're increasing, if you're wicked, the Lord, the one who allowed you to do that. All right. But what's gonna happen when your congregation find out you've been lying? So, okay. This is Ezekiel 33. I'm gonna start at matter of fact, I'm gonna get this too, because this the job of the prophets, right? Oh, I'm already in Jeremiah. All right, Jeremiah 28 and 8, right? It said, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, I gotta look around because I'm at work. All right, it says, so the real prophets prophesying of war, evil, and pestilence. They're not telling you it's peace and we're gonna be here. They're not telling you that America's gonna last. No, America's gonna be destroyed. That's the end. That's the end all be all. That's the end verdict, the judgment that's coming to this place. All right, but you got people that saying America's not gonna be destroyed. That's because the Lord is not dealing with it. What's going to happen when all these evils and things start befalling the place and your congregation find out that you've been lying to them? Right? It said the prophets which prophesied peace, when the word of that prophet shall come to pass, then shall thou know the prophet be known that Yahweh has truly sent them. So it's like, if he say us this peace, let's see if that really happened. Because most of the time, that's not the case. If the Lord send the prophets, 9 times out of 10 is because he's sending destruction, right? Okay. So I'm gonna finish with this because I'm really not. I'm actually at work and I'm on the floor, but the spirit just hit me. All right. It says Ezekiel 33. I'm gonna start at 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh and sit before thee as my people, and they hear my words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. All right. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come to pass, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. So you got people that saying they love the Lord, but they really don't, man. They acting like they love you. How about Shema Shai, but they really don't, man. They really full of shit. All right, and you got there. Look, what you gonna do when your people realize that the prophet's been telling them the truth and you've been lying to them the whole time? All right, what's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen? So with that, I just hope it was edifying. When they give all praise and honor go to how about Shema Shai, about Shema Kakabash, they've on to the apostle, it is a great millstone. And citation, you brothers, pushing this word with truth, sincerity, with charity. Shalom and the Bible God.